So, Deadpool 3 is coming out soon, and it's one of the more anticipated Marvel movies in a while. For those who are not aware, Ryan Reynolds is actually the co-owner of Wrexham A.F.C. So why not do a Marvel Team Wrexham career mode? Here are the expectations and rules. We are going to need a super effort here to meet those objectives, and as a nod to Marvel characters, we can only sign players that have the same starting letter for their first and last name. Here is the default team that is given to us by A.F.C 24 for Wrexham. As you can see, um, a lot of the players have been transfer listed, and there's a reason for this. As you've seen before, most of their names do not begin with the first or last letter. I've checked. I think only this guy, James Jones, only satisfied the criteria, and the rest of the Wrexham team do not. So all of them, I've listed them up on the transfer list. Also, with a value of 4 million to spend, that I would say that is quite a lot for a League 2 side. So let's go spend some money and get some superstar signings for our team. So we are here on match day number 1 for season number 1, and this is the starting 11 and the substitute bench for the season. Now, if you are a Wrexham fan, or maybe you have just used Wrexham in career mode, the starting 11 lineup might look completely different to you. And that's because I've actually gone and scooped up 11 players that fit our criteria. Let's go meet the squad right now. Up first, we have brought in a new keeper. Hopefully this guy will be our starting keeper for years to come. It is Dennis Dillman. We brought him in from Turkey at a fee of only £850,000, $850,000, sorry, and his value at 1.4 million. That is making big moves. At the left wing back spot, we got this guy Azim Abdullahi. He was from Swansea City, and I know it says CDM, but I'm converting him to a left wing back. Now it's time for our centre backs. Our first centre back here, Patrick Peda, picked him off the free agents, so always a good day. And this one is one that I am excited about because he could be a star in the future. Who knows? Well, only time will tell. It is Henrik Hagheim here coming in to Wrexham for $1.12 million from Brøndby. And to round off our defense, we brought in this guy, Boton Balog. I probably butchered that name, but he's coming in from Parma. At the right wing back spot, we got this guy, Gustav Grub. At the CDM, we picked up this guy, Jocelyn Jana here, welcoming him to Wrexham. Also, shout out to those people who can tell me what the flag are. Comment down below what flag that is, if you know. Now, I mentioned earlier that we do have one center mid at Wrexham who currently already, has the same letter for his starting and ending name. So we'll be using him as center mid along with this guy, Jordan James, coming in from Birmingham City. This is another guy which I'm excited to see. 19 years of age, 65 overall, and we got him at what looks like a bargain, only 1.21 million, but he's valued at 1.8. Also, just a side note, but everyone in the midfield, their names start with J. There's just something there that tickles my fancy. Finally, we got the two strikers up top, and this is the part of the squad where I am excited about. Firstly, Ori Oskarsson, brought him in from Copenhagen for a fee of 1.55 million. Hopefully he can be a star in the future. But one guy that I'm absolutely excited about is Almoez Atli. Brought him in from free agency and literally spent all the wage necessary needed to bring him in if you look at his wage properly. But hopefully he will be a star here in the first few seasons of this Wrexham career mode. And I don't know if you'll see me any point throughout the season. If anything happens, surely you'll see me. But if not, let's see where we end up at the end of the season. Hopefully we are hopefully we are getting promoted. Or hopefully maybe we are champions of League 2. Let's see where we end up. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have actually made a transfer in the January transfer window here. It's for a center defensive mid. We got an upgrade, I think like a +4 or +5 upgrade, and I'm talking about the CDM Lucas Lemos from Liverpool, not that one, for $1.65 million. All right, here we are at the end of the season, and we're gonna take a look at the competitions that we were in. Firstly, the BSM trophy, in which we actually lost in the semifinals to Bristol Rovers. In the Carabao Cup, we only made it to round 2 where we lost to Stockport on penalties. And in the FA Cup, we actually made it to round 3, but we lost to Nottingham Forest. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, because in the EFL League 2, not only have we secured promotion, but we have won the league as well. And usually I'll add the trophy to, the image, this image right here. But unfortunately, because we haven't actually got our requirements set out, I'm not gonna put a trophy there, because we still have a sub bench that is not filled with players that have the same starting letter for the first and last name. So technically, we're not eligible to complete the challenge, even if we were in like the Premier League and we won the Premier League and the Champions League, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm not really putting this trophy in the trophy cabinet and as part of the team's accomplishments. But this goes a long way, and it helps us with maybe getting some additional funds next season. But before we actually get to next season, let's actually highlight some of the players who, had a great impact for the team. Dennis Dillman, he played all 58 games and he actually managed to get 16 clean sheets and 1 assist. I don't know how that happened, but okay. In terms of goals, and I think you probably expected this, Al Moez Ali, he only got +1 overall, but he has bagged 33 goals with 7 assists for us, 40 goal contributions in total in League 2 is massive. And not only that, not +4 through overall. That's actually also great. Orios Carson, 20 goals, 6 assists. Doing well for his age, and +4, mad respect. And not to mention our center mids as well, Jordan James and James Jones. These two guys have impressed me, particularly James Jones. 28 years, 62 overall. May not look that much, but 11 goals and 13 assists. I believe he's like the top assist of our team, if I'm. Yeah, he is. You know what? Massive respect to the sentiments. Everyone particularly doing well this season. Let's hope for the same in the next. Season number 2, match day number 1. Here we are. But before we get into season number 2, I'm going to show you the signings that I have made to improve the squad for the season. Firstly, we got a free agent signing, David Dominguez. It says he's a right back. I'm going to be converting him into a left wing back, and he'll be our starting left wing back for the season. Up next, we got a massive one that I am excited about. I wanted to sign this guy last season, however, we did not have the funds to do that. It is Konstantinos Kouliarakis here. Hope I said that right. Maybe if you're Greek, you can correct me. 20 years old, 73 overall, was slotted in and will be one of our new first team center backs. And we got him for 4.8 million, which I think it's a good amount. Up next, we made another free agent signing here, Lucien Lemoyne, coming into us here from free agency, so he's free. 19 years old, 68 overall. Is what will help us improve the squad. He's slotting into the first team as well. And let me tell you guys, you are not ready for the last and final signing that I made for the season. I have sold many players just to get this guy in here. It looked like I massively overpaid for this guy. This might be a Wrexham club record signing as well. I'm not too sure, but it is definitely in the Brandon Gamer era. Lorenzo Luca here, coming in here as a new striker. Remember how last season I mentioned that Almoez Ali was only a temporary solution? I didn't know I would find a permanent solution this quickly. He comes in here at for 10 million, or even though his value is 8.5. Hopefully it'll be well worth the money. And with that massive signing, let's go and take a look how the squad is looking for the season. And here it is, everyone. This is the squad. I mean, I don't know what to expect from the squad. Also, a thing to point out here, we still have two of the original Wrexham players that don't suit the criteria in our subs bench. So again, if we win any competitions here in season number 2, it won't be credited to the team because I have not fulfilled the criteria. However, this team, I think, should maybe be fighting for promotion. I hope in League One. That is my goal for the season. As long, you know what, but honestly, as long as we're not getting relegated or in a relegation battle, that's all good. Let's see where we sit come the end of the season. So I thought I'd quickly show you this, even though it's not the end of the season. But Paul Mullen, I'm cashing in on him. He's going to Schalke when the season is over here. I debated on keeping him on the club and selling him maybe in season 3, but his value is just gonna go down, and I'm probably not gonna renew my contract anyways. So I decided to send him off to Schalke here for $1.75 million. But now let's get to the end of the season results. So here is how Wrexham did in all of the team competitions. In the Emirates FA Cup, we got knocked out in the round 2 replay against Forest Green. Things don't get much better in the Carabao Cup because we also got knocked out in round 2 there. And in a trophy that we probably had a good shot of winning, we made it all the way to the finals, all just to lose to Plymouth Argyle. And that trophy I'm talking about is the BSM trophy. But now let's look at the trophy that matters the most. That is the league trophy here. And oh my god, we have done a madness again. Once again, not only did we top the league, which means we get back-to-back promotion, but we won it with a clear 11-point margin. And I believe last season we also set on like 100 points plus. And again, this season we have 101 points. So that is huge. Like, my goodness, this is amazing. Automatic promotion to the EFL Championship. But if you know your English football, the EFL Championship is probably one of the most toughest league there is. It's a tough league to get out of. So let's see how we do in season number 3. Actually, before we get to the new season, let's highlight some key performances from our players here. Dennis Dillman getting 17 clean sheets in 57 matches this season. Not too bad, but not too good either, if that makes sense. But of course, a massive shout out to not only the strikers here, Lorenzo Luca gaining +2 and grabbing 29 goals for us. 59, I would love it, but 29 goals for us. Oscarson grabbing 16 and going up +3 overall. That's also amazing. But of course, a special shout out once again. He goes up +4. Jordan James, this guy is the GOAT. I'm telling you, this guy, there's something special about him. I already know it. 20 years of age, 72 overall, the center mid, and he's scoring 19 goals and make 8 assists. I don't know if he's the top assister for the season. Is he? No, Oscarson is the top assist of actually 9 assists, but he's second 8. I think everyone did a massive good job here this season. The defense also doing not too bad here. Lemoyne going up +4 to also 72. Could be, a midfield to look out for in the next coming seasons here. But now I can say, let's move on to season number 3. Welcome to season number 3 here, and we are at match day number 1. You guys know the drill by now. We're gonna take a look at all the transfers I made, starting off with some of our youth transfers that are into the club from free agency. First off, Rafa Rojas comes in here as a backup right back. And on the other side, we got a backup left wing back with Raphael Roy. All of these are free transfers from the free agency, by the way. We got 2 more few prospects in the club, but they are now being loaned out. First off, Cesar Castillo, a backup goalie, off to Luton Town for 2 years. And so is this guy. This is one that signing that I am really curious about. Joshua Jacobs, 16 years old, 65 rated striker, off to get some game time, hopefully at Spezia. But this is probably one of the more shocking transfers. I have sold Almoez Ali here just after 2 seasons with us. He's left the club to go to Al Hilal for 5.4 million. Considering that we got him for a free, that is a hell of a profit. I mean, I didn't really want him to go, but I tried to play him, but he was unhappy and he wanted to leave. So we just cashed in on him, and trust me, we made that money worth it. And as a new backup, I've actually brought in this guy, Bartosz Bialek, 23 years of age, 71 rated, not as high rated as Almoez Ali, but a whole lot younger, could be a backup right now and could be a backup for the future as well. Several more loan moves I'm going to talk about quickly here. Patrick Beda is not growing as much as I really want him to. He's unhappy at the club, so I've decided to loan him out to Lecce and see how he does there. And our only original Wrexham player left, James Jones. I want to keep him around until at least maybe we get to the Premier League. But right now, he's technically still contracted to the club, but going on loan to Stoke City. Center backs that fit our criteria are a bit on the lower side. Either they are way over budget or not as good. So I've tried to sign this guy, Chris Cox, 19 years of age, 68 overall. He's the same overall as the lowest starting center back in our starting 11, but a few years younger, so hopefully he can grow and develop. But this is the star I was talking about. You know how I said you weren't ready? This is the guy I was referring to. Rocco Ritz, coming in from Borussia Mönchengladbach on that amount, like just under 12 million. He's valued at 14 million. We got a bargain, everyone, and I hope he becomes an absolute star for the team. Alright, with that done, this is how the team looks on match day number 1 here. I honestly don't know how this team will play in the championship. Are they gonna be at the top? Will they be at the bottom? I have honestly no idea. Everyone has now been fit with our criteria. That means any silverware that we win from this point onward will be credited to the club officially. And well, let's see where we sit or if we win any silverware at the end of the season. Here we are at the end of the season, and in the Carabao Cup, we go up in round 2. In the Emirates FA Cup, we went out in round 4. Now with the cup competitions out of the way, let's see how we did in the league. Oh my goodness. This is a case of, I guess, good news, bad news. Or, yeah, it's a case of good news, bad news. Well, the good news is we're not anywhere close to the relegation spot, as we sit in 7th place. I'll be honest, anything above the top 10 is a huge success for the team in my opinion. But the fact that we're sitting 7, 1 spot away from the playoff is already hurtful, but the fact that we sit on same points as Blackburn makes it all the more excruciating. You know what I want next season? In season number 4, I want that top spot. Welcome everyone to season number 4. Firstly, I would just like to apologize that I did not capture the performance of the team last season. Shows you how pissed I was that we finished 7, I guess. But here we are, nonetheless, season number 4. And because of the team's performance last season, I've only made minor signings here and there. I didn't really do anything groundbreaking. I'm saving most of my money just in case if I need to spend it mid-season, and or spend it all, save it all so I can spend it when we get to the Premier League. Fingers crossed. Anyways, let's talk about the signings that I made this season so far. Carlos Cuesta is a free transfer. He's 27 years old, but he's 77 overall, which means he was slotted perfectly into our defense, which is kind of a problem. We don't have that many good defenders, but this guy will probably be here for the short run and he'll help us hopefully get to the Premier League. And again, another signing just for the short run here, maybe for 1 or 2 years. Then we'll try and sell them for cash. It is Kofi Kuao here. Will hope to help us improve on the right wing back role, as we are kind of lacking there, but this is an improvement over our starting right wing back group. And yeah, he comes in again for free. And you might have seen this one at the corner of your eye here. It is Bolton Ballo. We are selling him to LAFC here for 3.5 million, which is quite a good amount considering his value at only 2.1. He's 24 years of age, 70 overall. He's not really what we need right now at Wrexham, so just get the cash. Similar situation here for Johnny. He's been sitting on the bench, but he's not really growing to a good overall. So at 23 years of age, 69, nice overall. I've decided to sell him to get the cash in. And last but not least here, Rafa Rojas off on loan because he wanted to go on loan, and I fulfilled his request. And so this is the squad that we are rolling in season number 4 here. Not many changes, although most of the players that are in there have improved in overall, so that's always great. I think honestly we do have enough to at least get one of the promotion playoff spots, but I'm fingers crossed. I'm hoping for that top of the league. I'm hoping for that first spot, and I believe this team, surely, even with the stacked bench, can definitely get there. So let's see where we sit at the end of the season. So it is deadline day, I've decided to make a transfer for a new centre back into the squad. Ronnie Reeve here coming in from Sheffield United for 5 million, and I think he could be one for the now and for the future. However, also on deadline day, one man that has been going away from our squad is Azim Abdullahi. I remember when I signed this guy, I told you he was gonna be great, or well, not gonna live up to the standards. I feel that he's not really living up to the championship standards, so I've sent him off to Real Oviedo for 4.1 million. If you think about it, that's actually quite a big profit considering his value is only 2.1 million. Ladies and gentlemen, we have actually reached the end of the season here, and we're starting off with a bit of a shocker because I clicked on Carabao Cup first, and we have won the Carabao Cup over Southampton in the final as well. I mean, I'm not going to complain about that because that will be our first trophy here in our hopefully long line of trophies. But that also means one thing. I could be wrong about this, but it might mean that we get European competition next season. Looking at the FA Cup, we did quite well in there as well. We actually went to the semi-finals and got knocked out eventually by the eventual winners, Arsenal. Now this only means one thing in my opinion. Either we crushed the championship or we missed out on promotion again. And I'm hoping it's the former. Come on, Wrexham. That is exactly what I was hoping for. First in the championship. Not only did we win one trophy this season, we have actually won another one. Add that championship to our cabinet, we now have 2 trophies that we have won in this season. I actually wanted to show you guys the stats of each player in the squad hub as I usually do, but I think I've advanced a little bit too far for that. So we're just going to look at the EFL Championship stats here. But what a season for our strike force. They really turned up and show everyone, what Wrexham was made of. 40 appearances for Luka, 35 goals, 7 assists all season is mad. And Oscarson as well, 21 goals is actually also a little bit mad. A small shout out here for our young striker here, Florian Fredericks here. He may have made only 10 appearances, but 9 goals and 2 assists for an 18-year-old is in the championship, mind you. That is amazing as well. I think, in my opinion, the strike force and the midfield, at least the center mids are okay. It's only the CDM and the defense which may need some work next season, and that is definitely something that I'll look at in the next transfer window, especially if we are playing European competition. We need that. We need that depth. We need that quality depth as well. Well, let's not talk anymore about next season. Let's just bring it on. Season number 5 is here. Of course, it's the first season we are in the Premier League, and I am going all in and hopefully trying to get us to stay up in the Premier League. First of all, let's take a look at some loan outs here. Hendrik Hegheim, he was on the bench last year, and I still think he could be a decent backup. But that overall, he's also growing, but very slowly. So I decided to send him out on loan to see whether he can grow that overall. And then once he come back, I will then decide whether we will keep him on the bench or we will sell him. Up next are some loan moves for some of our young players. Raphael Roy up to Coventry City. And Joshua Jacobs, I debated about selling this guy, but I'm going to give him another chance. He only grew +1 overall or +2 in the last 2 years. So I've sent him out on another loan, another 2-year loan this time at Bromby. Hopefully he grows a little bit more. Last but not least, it is our young goalkeeper, Cesar Castillo, off on loan to Club Brugge. And now we get into our transfer straight here. First of all, I said I will keep this guy until we get to the Premier League. So here we are in the Premier League. We're selling our only original Wrexham player left, James Jones. I don't have much use for him at 31 and 63 overall. So I've decided to sell him off to Farrell Constanta. And it only gets bigger from here. Patrick Peda, someone who I got from the free agency in the first season. He is not really grown to Premier League standard and not grown as much as I expected. So I'm sending him off to A.F.C 20. There's many other center backs we can get for a better value. So that's why I decided to send him off. But here come the big players. First of all, Saba Sazona comes in as a new first team starting center back here. 25 years of age, 80 overall. Hoping this guy can do us a solid here. We also got him at below his value, which is always good. And this is the big one, the most expensive signing we have made so far, at least in the Random Gamer Wrexham era. Miguel Maga here, 24 years of age, already 81 overall. This guy is a beast. This is how our team is looking like for season number 5. A lot of players that I think can really step up and show out here. I really like the striker and center mid, and even some of our center backs have been improved, so that's always good. Yeah, I think overall this team can stay in the Premier League, fingers crossed. Well, we'll have to see at the end of the season. Also, I forgot to mention, I can confirm that we do have European competition, and it is Conference League. However, what I'm shocked by is apparently the board thinks that we can win the Conference League with the squad we have. I mean, I don't know about that one, but I'll try. Here we are in season number 5 in the January transfer window, and I actually had to make a transfer out of the club because Kofi Kwao, he was not happy with sitting on the bench. So, I don't want his morale to affect the team. So I said, you know what, you want to leave? Go ahead and leave. Kofi Kwao is off to Bournemouth for 16.5 million. And just a few seasons ago, we got this guy for a free. So I say that's pretty good business. However, with one right wing back gone, we added another right wing back to our squad here to replace him. It is Kevin here, 23 years of age, 78 overall. He's coming in from, I believe, Borussia Mönchengladbach for 20.5 million. The only annoying thing with this guy is it takes him like 60 weeks to get into a right wing back, which is annoying. Speaking of right wing back, our third choice right wing back, Rafa Rojas, is off to Coventry here on a short-term loan till the end of the season. Actually hold that thought before the January transfer window, and we actually made one more signing here because I was looking through my transfer hub and I saw this guy. He was on there, but he was on a pre-contract agreement. His contract was coming up and anyone could sign him. So I went in there, got him. As soon as I saw that Aurel Amanda will join us in season number 6 as a good backup, because I have plans for him, and more on that in the next season. But speaking of the next season, before we get to that, let's take a look at the end of the season results. We have reached the end here of the season number 5. Let's take a look at our results. Firstly, in the Carabao Cup, we made it to the finals again. However, this time we lost in the finals to Aston Villa. And in the FA Cup, we did not do a whole lot better because we went out in round 5 to Chelsea. Also, what's with us and losing to Chelsea in cup competitions, I can never understand. But this is the competition that intrigues me, the Conference League. Let's see how we went here. In the group stage, we topped the group with 5 wins and 1 draws. Honestly, that itself is already a good Conference League performance if you ask me. So I believe that means we go straight to the round of 16 where we beat Ghent on aggregate 4-2. Okay, we're into the quarterfinals here where we defeated Rapid 1923. I thought we might have got nice with the draw there because some of the teams that we could have drawn, were not that. Or no disrespect to Rapid, by the way. Anyways, into the semi-finals, and oh my god, we absolutely trashed. Well, not really trashed, but we beat Anderlecht by a big margin of 6-3. And in the finals, we are facing Bergamo Calcio, which I believe is Atlanta. I don't know, but I'm honestly surprised. We're in the finals. How has this happened? We're in the finals. Did we win the finals? Oh my god, we actually did. Oh my goodness, this team is insane. I did not expect this in season number 5. We have won a Conference League here. Oh my goodness. I honestly don't believe it. And there it is. It has been added to the trophy tally. But let's not forget, we still have the Premier League. And now I'm genuinely not too concerned, but at the same time somewhat concerned because anything can happen. Okay. We came up from the championship, played a European competition, and we ended up in a European competition spot. Not just any European competition, the Champions League. And the best part about all this, we stayed on 69 points. Nice. But in all seriousness, we are in the Champions League next season. That really changes my mindset going into the next transfer window. And I have no idea what to do, but I'll definitely think about it. And you will see what happens at the start of season number 6. So I almost forgot to do this again, but let me do it on time this time so I don't forget this. Let's take a look at some of the squad performances and highlight some of our key plays. You know what? The way we performed this season, we played 61 games in total. You know, everyone in the squad deserves a round of applause. Anyone that played the game, anyone that contributed, all deserve a round of applause. Dennis Dillman getting only 11 clean sheets in 61 appearances is a little bit concerning, although he got 2 assists. What on earth is going on here? But anyways, that is okay. Let's see. I believe he made the most appearances, followed by Jordan James. He went up +5. This guy is legit the title of the video. He is that hidden superhero that we have been looking for. He's 23 years of age, already 85. He's done so much saving for the team, not only now but back when we first bought him in like the League One. Till now, he's showing up. He's showing out. 25 goals, 15 assists is amazing. And Let's see. Let's sort it by goals because then I think we'll definitely see our strikers. Lorenzo Lucas still up there. He might be 27 years of age, but he's still growing. He's still keeping that goals in 34 goals and 45 appearances is amazing. And Ori Oscarson, this guy, he's going up plus 3. He's already now to 84 years. Sorry, 84 overall at 23 years of age. This guy, I'm telling you, I remember throughout the season, I'm getting transfer offers for him that were like above 100 million. This guy, he's not only the future, he's the now, and he's the hero that Wrexham needs and deserves, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, not a chance I'm selling him unless someone comes in and beat like $500 million or something. Let's see if there's anyone else that I want to highlight here. Not really. I did give Frederick a little bit more of a starting chance, and he did sort of deliver with 14 goals and 2 assists. Not too bad as well. Lemos as well with 9 assists, but he's more of a DM. Then that's all right. So that is all the stats right here. Those are all the stats, and you know what? With that, let's roll on to the next season. Welcome everyone to season number 6 here, and of course this is the make or break season, if you will. I think this is the season where the club is gonna change drastically again, apart from the first season. A couple of loan moves to show off the transfer history here. First off, Frederick off to Victoria A.F.C on a loan. Then an interesting one, Ronnie Reeve. He's obviously good. He's developing at a good rate, but we have center backs that are way higher rated that deserve the starting spot and even the bench spot. So I'm gonna send him on loan at one of the best clubs in England, Arsenal, so he could hopefully thrive there and come back much stronger. Up next, Rafa Rojas is on loan to Leicester City, and then Charlie Cox is off on loan as well to Sheffield United. That was the last of the loan moves. Now we get into the good transfer business, and you'll see, hopefully, I've done well in this transfer window. First of all, this was the guy that I wanted to get last season. However, he was new to the club, or new to his first club they signed for, so I guess we couldn't go in for him. But now he can be signed. Abdallah Ali, 18 years of age and already 78 rated at the DM spot. He will be our new starting CDM here for the last 5 seasons here. Hopefully it doesn't go that long. But this guy is an absolute star, and we signed him for only 15.9 million from AC Milan. And I thought to myself, we were in the Champions League this year, so we need to try and maybe weaken some other sides that are in the Champions League. This is a signing that sort of does that. Damien Downs here coming in, 24 years of age, only 78 overall. You might be thinking, why did I sign this guy? Well, we needed a quality backup striker, and that is where he comes in. Fortunately, we also have some sad transfer departures here. I really did not want to make this signing or make this departure happen. Unfortunately, he just requested it. Carlos Cuesta here, he was unhappy sitting on the bench, as I can understand. So I've sent him off to Roma for $22 million, which is alright. But the big one, everyone, we sent Cuesta out. We needed a replacement, and ladies and gentlemen, because we're in the Champions League, we need Champions League signings, and that's why Benoit Badiashile here, I probably butchered that, but he's coming in here from Brighton. Look at all those B's there. He's coming from Brighton for $55 million. I literally tried to get it for lower, but I'm still happy with it. Now let's take a look at the team. With all the transfer business being done, this is how the team looks on the first day of the Premier League season. I honestly think from now onwards, the goal should be Champions League qualification every season until we win the Champions League, of course. But I think this side, you know what? I believe we could knock off one of our objectives this season. Whether we're winning the Premier League or winning the Champions League. I believe I believe that this team, this starting 11, and even the bench, even though they're not that stacked, but everyone's like almost 75 rated and above, except for Bialik. But still, I think this team overall should be able to achieve winning the Premier League or winning the Champions League. And you know what? We'll find out whether those come true at the end of the season. So here we are. I have fast forward to the final day of season number 6 here, and there is a lot on the line here if you think about it, because we have played 37 games. The final day is here. We're only 3 points clear of Man City, so a win or a draw here will definitely let us win the title. A loss here, and we depend on Man City's. I mean Man United performance against Man City here. Man United as well. Where the hell are they? Okay, they're 9. Arsenal in 10. What the hell's happening? Chelsea in 13. To be fair, that's an accurate reflection of real life. But we need a result here. That is what's most important. Against Spurs, who are in 5th position as well. I believe they also need a win. We're away here. Gonna quick sim the match here. Hope the lads do a business here. You don't have to even win. Just draw. Just draw. Come on. Come on, Wrexham. Come on, Wrexham. Come on, Wrexham. That is it. The league title, the Premier League title. So I was with an emphatic 3-0 victory there. Let me just go to the table, make it official. There it is. Nice and official. Man City actually lost, I believe, on the last day because they are still sitting on 87 points. So it didn't matter what we done there. But with that, we have added the Premier League to our trophy cabinet, and that is one objective down, another one to do. Now I actually simulated to the last day of the Premier League because I don't know how we have gone in the Champions League yet. But the fact that we're winning the Premier League, you know what, that's a good omen. Right now, let's take a look at the other competitions. In the Carabao Cup, it is Man City who indeed win the Carabao Cup. We didn't make the semis. Fair play to QPR, but where did we get knocked out? We got knocked out in the round of 16 by Man United. And in the finals of the FA Cup, it's not yet been played, and we are in the finals. So you know what, as a bonus match, I'll throw that in there. Alright, here we are, finals of the Emirates FA Cup. Doesn't matter if we win or lose this, to be fair, but it's always good to add another trophy through the trophy cabinet. Quick sim against Brentford, and we lost. We lost on penalties to Brentford. Oh, that is shocking. But it's alright, it's not important. Alright, what we need to take a look at now is how do we go in the Champions League. Okay, I'm going to go from the start here. The group stage, we topped our group, 13 points. Okay, that's a good start. Round of 16, we defeated Napoli, but a 5-4 is a little bit concerning. Also, what's with all the other results being 3-2 or 2-3? Anyways, in the semi-finals, let me just see the other page here. Okay, nothing really much of note there. The quarterfinals, we got past Man City. Oh my goodness, we got past Man City. Okay, we're into the semi-finals here. And let's see. Oh my god, we barely got past Milan. Okay, we're in the finals here. I've not yet simulated the finals, but here we are. We could complete the... We could genuinely complete the season here. Season number 6. We can complete the objectives. It's season number 6. That is something that I did not expect to say. You know what? Let's go take a look at the squad and the players before we head into our final match here. Not the final, may not be the final match of the video, but like the Champions League final. And my goodness, let me tell you, these team, they done a madness this season. If you thought all the previous season was good, these lot done a madness this season. Especially our strike force up front here. If I can get to them. Actually, let me just do this. There we go. Damian Downs, bottom for the bench, comes off the bench for 23 games, scores 18, assists 7, 25 goal contributions in 23 games off the bench. Mental. This guy could be a starter for a Premier League team, and he's on my bench. the two GOATs here, Ori Oscarson. I mean, 24 rated, 24 years of age, 88 rated. What more do you want to ask for? Do you want stats? Look at those stats. Ballon d'Or contender. Speaking of Ballon d'Or contender, Lorenzo Luca, 28 years old, but 86 overall. And those stats, they're world class, mate. World class. I mean, what more do you want? Big shout out here to Jordan James as well. 89 overall, 24 years of age, 18 goals, 18 assists. My God, this guy is something. Also, small shout out here to Reeds and Ali. Ali we bought already +3 overall at 19 years of age. This guy's gonna be a star. And yeah, let's see how this team performs in the Champions League final. Alright, it is the one we have been waiting for at Old Trafford. Everyone's looking fit. Everyone's here. We need to step up here. Especially Oscarson, especially James. Everyone in the back line, we all need to step up here. Show why we are the real deal. Will we complete the rebuild? Will we complete the career mode? And we do! 88-minute Oscarson. That is bound to be scenes. Oh my god. 88-minute. The main man himself, Ori Oscarson, seals for us the Champions League title. And there you have it, lads. To make it official, trophies added to our trophy cabinet, and we have completed the Marvel Wrexham Ryan Reynolds career mode, whatever you want to call it, within 6 seasons. I think that was a super effort indeed. If you guys have enjoyed, remember to leave a like and subscribe for more awesome content. Also, let me know what team you want me to do a career mode on next down in the comment section, and I'll take a look at that. Alright, I'm Random Gaming 100. You've been amazing. I'll see you all on the next one.